Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages that come through, the cards that come out in this reading for you today. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out, what messages come through the cards. So the first card that we have is the Nine of Wands, and we have the Devil card. So we have some fire sign energy. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius, a Leo, or even an Aries. And we have some Capricorn energy. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. We have the Knight of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. It is in the reverse, and we have some Virgo energy with this as well. So with the Hermit card showing up in the reverse, I do feel like there is a sense of being able to hear from somebody who may have gone silent, or there may have been little or no communication. This does feel like a sense of being able to hear from somebody who you could have had some kind of space from hearing from, or there is a sense of also having been in a space where you could have been taking your space from them. But I do feel like there's a sense of having that coming to an end. I also feel like there's difficulty in being away from you with the Hermit card showing up in the reverse. So I do feel like when it comes to being in a space away from you, it's something difficult for somebody to be able to deal with. I do feel like it's like they can't help themselves. They want to be able to reach out. I do feel like with the Knight of Wands, though, that there is a sense of this person kind of self-sabotaging. This could be also something that's happening because of subconscious fears. I also feel like there is a sense of this person being quite guarded based on the past, and also a lot of fears and a lot of worries that are being brought on as acting as a defense mechanism based on something that happened in the past. It is kind of making it come across as if this person is a little bit guarded. I do feel like they are, though, in a space where they are deeming this connection as something that they don't want to lose. So I do feel like it is like they're self-sabotaging, and it does feel like they are going against themselves. And I do feel like it's almost like they can't help it. It is something that could be something that they are battling with themselves. But when it comes to feelings for you, I do feel like there's something there, but this person may be in a space where they are not, they may be a bit hesitant or fearful when it comes to making space for it. With the Devil card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy. I'm kind of feeling this connection as something that is becoming something deeper. I do feel like there's even a little bit of an attachment forming here between yourself and this person. You may have history with this person, but I also feel like there is a sense of really being in a space where this connection is happening from a space of feeling like I do feel like there may be more of a stronger physical connection over here, and I do feel like there is room for it to be able to develop into something more. But with the Knight of Swords showing up over here, I do feel like you're going to hear from this person. It's almost going to come unexpectedly and even suddenly. I do feel like with this Knight of Swords, though, this also feels like it's happening at a time where it is unexpected. It feels like it's a little bit impulsive. I do feel like with this Knight of Swords, though, there is a sense of kind of being in a space where this person feels quite decisive. They feel quite certain when it comes to anything they're communicating to you. Do you feel like this is somebody rushing in? I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this Queen of Pentacles does feel like a very attractive energy. I also feel like with this Queen of Pentacles, this also feels like a pretty responsible and consistent energy. I do feel like there is a sense of wanting to be able to get on that track. I also feel like that it's possible with this Queen of Pentacles showing up over here. I do feel like with this Three of Cups showing up over here, this also feels like a strong sense of friendship. I do feel like there is a strong sense of being able to feel a strong sense of friendship with this person, companionship. I do feel like with this Three of Cups showing up over here, that this connection is very genuine. I do feel like there is a strong basis for it as well. I do feel like it goes deeper than just the surface level attraction that this Devil card is showing. And I do feel like with the Seven of Swords showing up in the reverse, there is a lot of communication that does go quite deep that needs to be communicated. You may want to tell this person something. You may want to also confess something to this person. I do feel like there's a lot that is kind of held back that you want to be able to express to this person. And I do feel like there could be also some information that you're waiting on hearing from this person as well. With the Hermit card showing up in the reverse, I do feel like they are going to express that to you. And I do feel like with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, this feels like honest communication. With the Seven of Pentacles, this does feel like a sense of being able to put in work towards making something work. I do feel like there's a recognition of a need to actually put in effort towards making something work. But with the Seven of Pentacles, this also feels like an energy of really being in a space of waiting, and also feels like the sense of kind of waiting on someone to be able to actually say something or hear something from someone. And I do also feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, there's also a lot of consideration of whether this is going to be worth it in the long run, or whether this is going to be something that's going to work out. I do feel like though with the Seven of Pentacles, there may be effort necessary and even patience, but I do feel like it is going to work out with all of those are included. I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have Jupiter with abundance. We have Capricorn with I use. And we have Chiron with healing. So we have Jupiter and we have Capricorn. I do feel like you could be dealing with another Sagittarius. You could even be dealing with a Pisces. So I think you could be dealing with a Capricorn. So with the Jupiter card showing up over here, this does feel like there is room for expansion. There is room for growth. I do also feel like it is also a very beautiful kind of expansion and growth in this connection. I do feel like there is a sense of starting out from a space where things could be a bit rocky, or there could be a little bit of miscommunication or even just misinterpretation with that Nine of Wands. But I do feel like there is room for being able to actually be able to establish something quite strong here. And I do feel like there's also a sense of being able to experience something that goes beyond your expectations. I do feel like there's also a sense of being able to have a connection that gives a lot more to you than what you expected. It feels like you're getting a lot more from this connection, and it feels like it's almost in excess. I do feel like there's something abundant about this connection. There is a sense of being able to actually experience. Also, I feel like this Queen of Pentacles, a sense of actually there's some kind of wealth, there's some kind of abundance, and I do feel like it's very positive energy. With the Capricorn card showing up over here, I do feel like you could be dealing with a Capricorn. You can also get that with the Devil card. But I do feel like this does also feel like an energy of, you could be dealing with somebody who's quite ambitious. I also feel like when it comes to being able to go after what somebody wants, this does feel like an energy of someone who is going to put in the effort. This person is someone who is a go-getter, is what I am getting. So I do feel like there is a sense of also being quite invested, but I do feel like there's a lot more than just the talk. It's also followed up by the action. I do feel like with the Chiron card showing up over here, this is pertaining to this Hermit card in the reverse, and even to this Nine of Wands. I do feel like there's been some kind of trauma or some kind of difficulty in the past that also kind of limits someone, or is something that somebody finds challenging when it comes to being able to move forward in a connection. I do feel like it is something that does weigh heavy on this person that you are dealing with, but I do feel like they are able to move forward, and I do feel like there's something healing about this connection because of that. I do feel like with the Hermit card in the reverse, this does feel like a sense of having had been either apart or being in separation, being something that has made somebody's, it's like the absence has made somebody this heart grow fonder in this connection. There's a sense of healing, and I do feel like this connection is one that is worth the fight and it's worth fighting for, or worth any kind of challenges that you may have experienced in the past, and being able to overcome that. But I do feel like with this Devil card showing up over here, this does feel like a bit of a toxic energy. So I do feel like there's a sense of having things to work through in a connection with somebody, but I do feel like there is a sense of being able to actually give it a fight and be able to work on it with somebody with that Nine of Wands. This does feel like a sense that this person is deeming this connection as worth the fight. I also get that with the Seven of Pentacles. But I do feel like there's a sense of also wanting to be able to communicate something to you, or kind of being in a space where they're waiting to be able to hear from you. I do feel like there is going to be communication. I also feel like there's somebody reaching out with that Hermit card showing up in the reverse. And I do feel like it gets things going in a way that perhaps before they may have been kind of stagnant. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Sagittarius, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Sagittarius.